Coming up in today's video, I attempt to paint the rest of my downstairs toilet. I also have a little fight with my wisteria that seems to be growing all over the place and everywhere but where it's supposed to. I attempt to clear the patio area just a little bit more, make it look a little bit more tidy, and we say goodbye to the England flag because those days are long gone. Anyway, starting off this video, well, I decided at the blue one evening to just go out and be like, do you know what, I'm getting rid of all of that. All of those weeds that are growing up at the front, can't stand it anymore. I need to have a think about what I can do along here because ideally I'd like to get these slabs up, but they're so long, like they're massive and they're going to be super heavy. We wouldn't even be able to lift them, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought about putting my own slabs down, like all the way on top of the whole thing, like a really nice, how do I describe it? Sandy, Italian style, really nice, you know. And then I was like, yeah, but it's going to get to the end and it's just going to be like a step. And it's going to be an absolute trip hazard. So I really don't know what to do. I'm baffled, really baffled. But it was quite satisfying just sitting there getting all the weeds up, apart from the fact that a spider crawled out, went into my shoe. And I had to quickly whip it out. And then I came to the back and I saw that Nick was hacking away and trying to pull up all the weeds. And I was like, yeah, I'll come do that with you. Yes! Come clean up these weeds. They're everywhere. And they're all coming from under the fence, which is so irritating. Trails of them, literally, I'm not even joking. They're so long. There's like, you can get about 5 or 6 long bindweed tracks in one area. And you just grab the whole lot with your hand and pull it. And it just comes all the way from under the fence, which is highly irritating. But yeah, trying to clear all that because it's strangling absolutely everything. But here there was loads of brambles, so it took me ages just to do the smallest little piece. I had to use my gloves. Is pointless. Any gloves you wear does not protect you from the bramble. Oh, and Minnie always loves to come over to me when I'm doing the gardening. She just rolls in the mud like, I'm here. Yeah, you do the work and I'll just roll in the sun. But yeah, gloves are not... I've never found any gloves that have been protective against bramble. So I use the clippers. I clip it into pieces and then I just move it with the clippers into a pile because otherwise it just really, really hurts. The pear tree has become unbelievably overgrown as well, so Nick came in and chopped that down as well because it's got a bit relentless. If Alex was here right now, you know, he'd be munching on all of those. He's the only one really that eats them. We've got a pear tree and yeah, there's only one of us out of 7 that eats those pears, but he's not here at the moment because he's in his army cadet trip. Bless his heart. Keep looking for updates. I'm like, and I keep checking his bank account to see if he spent any money on Naffy. I'm like, oh, is he all right? And then the second I get a notification that he's spent on his card, I'm like, oh, it's like an instant connection. Like he's instantly gone and tapped and I've instantly got the notification. It's like a little moment, you know. I wish I could message him or call him or something, but you can't because they take their phones off them when they're there, which is like, it's harder for me than it is for him. He won't be feeling it at all. He'd be quite happy about it. Thought I'd get some washing on as well while it's nice and warm. It's in fact going to get even hotter, which means I'm going to be even more tired than normal. In fact, I am. There's a point in this video where I've had to just cut it because I can feel my back and my arms just really like proper... It's hard to describe. It feels like my shoulder blades suddenly get this weird tingling coating and then I feel like this pressure pushing down on me. And I'm like, yeah, I need to stop now. Otherwise I'm going to have a really awful flare up. So I was like, I'm just going to quit it. I'm just going to finish and chill for a bit. But yeah, just wiping the worktops down because they'll always get a bit iffy up here with cup stains. That's what it is, because everyone just brings their cups, everything out and leave them on the worktops, and then you just get the ring marks of all the cups and the bowls. So just wiping that down. Smack a fly, feeling very happy with myself. The fact that I get it makes me happy. Look at this moment of joy. You wait, eh? I get a nice big fat one. Yes. Oh, I was very happy about that. They've actually eased off. They've eased off a bit, but now we've got more heat coming. I'm assuming there's going to be a hell of a load more. I'm just spraying on some of this and leaving it on there to soak on the cooker while I go in here and do the edges. So doing the edges first, and then I'm going to go over and do the edges again, and then I'll do the roller and it'll look much better. But it already looks brighter, just the edges. But I haven't finished it. I don't finish it in this video, and I'll finish it another time. But you know, I'm doing what I can because there's a million jobs that need doing. And I keep getting people say, when are you finishing your bedroom? And I want to. When are you finishing your stairs? I want to. But I just because I'm putting videos up of me doing these, you know, little bits here, there, and everywhere, doesn't mean I've got the funds or the means to do it completely in one set. I just haven't. So as for my bedroom, more will be done to that pretty soon. But as for the stairs, I need to get carpet. I really need to get carpet. And what with it being the summer holidays, which I didn't think about, I was like, oh, I can get some carpet. I'll just go to the carpet store and I'll get a nice bit for the stairs. That'll be fun. I can get that done this month. And it was like, oh no, I can't. It's the summer holidays. I need to make sure I've always got funds available, because even just taking the kids to the park, you know, you have to buy drinks and endless drinks, especially in the heat. You buy more drinks than you would normally. Entries, if you go anywhere that you have to pay to get in, it all adds up. So yeah, the carpet on the stairs will get done as soon as possible, as will my bedroom. So yes, but the wisteria is a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's just going, I mean, look at the grapevine. It's gone over. It's literally going into Sam's bedroom. I said to him, you'll be allowed to lean out your windowsill and just pick grapes at your leisure, because that's where they're heading. Before you know it, they'll be going through his window and into his bedroom. He'll be like climbing up his bed. Oh, that would be so funny. So, but the wisteria is tangling itself now. So I've left it far too long. I've neglected that poor thing. So I'm out here now just trying to sort it out. And Nala's rolling around her big blubber all over the patio. I took her to the vets not so long ago because she had an infection on her head. I think I mentioned it. And it was due to a cat fight, which is probably Simba. Anyway, she pulled her out and she was like, oh, she's a bit heavy. I said, oh, I know. Oh, I know she's heavy. But she doesn't eat any more than the others. And she definitely don't eat around other people's because she doesn't leave the garden. She's a whale. She's a literal watermelon on cat legs. And she weighed her and she's like, oh, yeah, she is overweight. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And the vet was like, it's hard because there's not a lot you can do if she's eating elsewhere. But she did mention about changing her food, which we've done every part of that, every angle you could imagine. Does it work? No, not at all. She's up to date with her fleas, her worms. She's never going around on the floor scratching her bum, you know, so why is she so fat? Anyway, I've taken everybody's advice. Actually, it wasn't their advice. I put out a video a little while ago saying, what is wrong with people who don't hang their trousers up on the line from the ankles and let the heavier part swing at the bottom? And a lot of you said that you do it the other way around. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. I shall try it. Yes, I shall. Anyway, I tried it. It's the only way to do it, isn't it? It's the only way. You're right. I've been doing it that way ever since. Trousers, peg them up by the waist. Because it's at the higher end of it's up or above the sun, isn't it? So they're getting the sun better. Yes. Oh, yes. Why didn't I do it before? There's me going, what's wrong with people who hangs them up the other way round? Well, because those people know what they're talking about, Gabby, and now you're doing it. So you can shush or mush. At the bottom, the wisteria is climbing about all over the place. It's just like, I'm going to grow here, there, and flipping everywhere. So I'm hacking it. I've got to. It needs to grow up and across. But at the moment, it's growing up halfway. Well, it's growing all the way to the top. But the majority of it is growing halfway and then deciding just to grow around each other. And it's forming this big bulk at the bottom. So I'm going to keep cutting it, going up so that it just grows that way, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've got to, because that was a nightmare to untangle. It really was. It was just like, when's it going to end? And it was whipping me in the face as well. It's like it was doing it deliberately. It's like, oh, she's trying to cut us. Whip her. Right in the face. Always getting followed around. Here comes little Panzer. Just like, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're so nosy. And they follow me everywhere. Simba at the moment has become my absolute shadow. Every time I do anything, he's there. If I get out the car, he has to walk me back to the house. If I go to bed, he has to be there. He has to tuck me in. Have I told you about him tucking me in? Oh yeah, 8:30 at night, he demands everyone goes to bed. Then, when I get in bed, he will paw press, but he doesn't just paw press his front paws. He doesn't do all that like bread making with just the front paws. He does it with his back ones as well. It's weird. It's really intense as well and serious. But he goes all the way down the side of me, across my feet, all the way back up. So I'm literally cocooned on my blanket. And then he'll just lay there like, I did that. Yeah, big smile on his face. You know, that you know when a cat has got that kind of look on their face, like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. Quickly ironed various different clothes of mine in the back garden after I had the most beautiful pucker pie. It was a peppercorn cream steak pie. Oh, they're beautiful. The reason I'm ironing outside is because one, it's cooler, it's so much better, and not heating up the house with all the steam because it's already too hot in there. But I'm ironing all of these because I was going out that night, went out for a night out, and it was very, very nice indeed. Put some pickies up on my Instagram, I did. There's some funny ones on there. Well, it was on my story, I think, put the funny one. But I will upload it at some point. How the night starts off, where you're just sitting there at the table with a little smile on your face, and the next thing you know, you lounged across the toilet and didn't have 1 ounce of alcohol in me. But that's just me. I'm just not quite right in the head. Next day, I came out here and I started cleaning the drainage bit for the sink. And then I came out to get some bramble. This bramble grows out of this drain. Ridiculous. So I'm using the old clipper method again. Yeah, just snip them and move them out the way. But what I want to do is I want to bring my rose from under the pergola, because it keeps getting tangled up with the grapevine, and I want to bring it to the front so that it can grow up the pipes and we can have a nice pink rose grow in there. Hoping it will be okay there and not be like, not so happy to not have the full heat. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm taking these flags down because they've been up far too long and it's getting a bit unsightly, you know. Kind of ended ages ago and they're still there flapping away. I'm like, I need to get up there and get them down. This one as well. Just put them straight in the bin. I mean, I think they're only like £1 from the range. These. Yeah. No point in keeping it, is it? By the time the next World Cup comes around, they'll probably be all shredded and lost somewhere in the house. So I'm bringing the plant pot round. Yes, I am. Wait for it. It's grown very, very big. Very tall, it's grown, yeah. So I'm going to pop it on top of the drain. There's still room for the drainage because it's balancing on the brickwork on the outside and underneath is the drain, so you can still get the flow, you know. But I thought it'd be quite nice there. And then if it does grow around the pipes, you have nice pink roses going up. Oh, I can picture it. I can picture it. Whether or not it's actually going to do it is a whole other story. But it would be nice. Yes, I'm cutting off all the dead ends because it's gone a bit frazzled in this heat. Absolutely frazzled. I need to get some more rose feed. Actually, I think I've got some rose feed. I think it's under the barbecue. I'll have to have a little look. And then I came out and cleaned the bin, which I've left soaking in bleach water for about 5 days straight. And I was like, well, you know, I think it's soaked long enough. Better get rid of all that water and give it a going over. That will also, you know, sort the old flyage out. What's going on in the kitchen? They come in that back door like they've got rights. It's like they're flying around in the garden. They look at our back door and go, oh, we'll go in there. And they just fly in. Like they're welcome. They're not welcome. Yeah, you're trying to cook and they land on you. Oh, God, it makes me feel sick. Yeah, I mean, it was bad last year. It's bad this year, but I think last year was worse for it. I definitely think last year was worse for it. They were insane. They were like maniac flies. Like they were unhinged. Like there was a spawn of unhinged flies. In fact, they were worse in France. I think I've said that already. They were worse in France. Oh, God, I want to go back there so badly. So badly. I really do. But every time I mention it to the kids, they're like that. The only one that says yeah is Jensen and Alex. The others are like that. Not really. No. And it's so annoying because I just want to get on the ferry, sail over, sail the 7 seas, you know? Get over there and get myself a nice little baguette. A baguette. I say that because that's what Elliot calls them. It's so funny. And he calls them, what is it, a quiche? A quiche. Oh, it was adorable. We were in Sainsbury's once and Nick asked him to read, you know, the word quiche. And he looked at it, he went, quiche. And we were just, heart melt. We couldn't correct him, he had to leave it for a little bit, so we kept saying it. But yeah, I brought the bin in, given it a clean, put a bin bag in there. Absolutely feeling dreadful right now, like I can feel it. I can feel it in my shoulders. My shoulder blades are pressing, my arms are getting that weight and starting to ache, and I'm feeling really run down. So I was like, right, I'm going to have to finish my coffee, give me a little boost. Empty out the dishwasher so I can start loading the rest of the stuff in, at least make it look like it's all, you know, tickety-boo out here. Talking about tickety-boo, we had to have a boiler check. We had to have the boiler checked. And thankfully everything's good, but they put all the heating on. They're like, I'm just going to pop your heating on. That's all right. You're like, well, do I have a choice? It's flipping baking in this house like a greenhouse. It's boiling outside, there's no air. And you're telling me you're putting the heating on, which they did. You hear it, click in. And you're like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. But it's not just a moment, is it? You've then got to try and air your house out and cool it down thereafter. Yeah, I'm in pain there. So I was like, no, do you know what, sod this. I've had enough. So I took the remnants of the bins out. That bin in there stinks. Roll on Thursday. Plopped that out. Slowed it down so you can see my sad, pathetic little walk back to the house. And I'll see you fine people in my next one.